Twid, Twab, or yeah, about the early ride of the 9. Act 2 has arrived, upgrading your Guardian Games class items. A bit more on PvP tuning, removing exclusive full screen. Sundered Doctrine Show Match winners. Guardian Games Showdown Roulette update. Check our latest Bungie rewards. Let's celebrate Women's History Month. The next bounty for good is here. Well, what happened? Tuesday is a full of surprises. Act 2 shipped with new activities, rewards, story content, plus, besides the Wrench of the Moon Sheen early preview of Ride of the 9. Their will is their own. As for how this happened, we'll keep it short and sweet. Some of the earliest iterations of Ride of the 9 activities snuck their way into update 8.2.5. Most of what was seen was placeholder weapon rewards, all featured temporary art and fake perk rolls. The user interface is not what we're planning to ship, and difficulty options don't have the tuning passes that we've planned for Explorer Eternity Ultimanium modes. While this was a fun moment for players to explore what we're planning, we're very much looking forward to everyone getting their hands on the finished activities. We hope you enjoyed this little unplanned surprise, even if it doesn't represent the whole package. Pardon our dust. Pretty much, guys. As a final note, for whoever got your hands on the weapon rewards early, we won't be removing them from your inventory. When Ride of the Night ships, perk rolls will be updated across the board to prevent some rule-breaking combinations. Incandescent chill clip on Void Shotgun, for example, but you'll still retain these rewards on launch day. Stay tuned for announcements and the actual Ride of the 9 launch date. How's Act 2 treating you guys? In other words, Act 2 Hersey is here. We expect everyone to be up to date with the current storyline involving Eris, Drifter, Sloane, certain Echo navigation, and as the Wicked Sisters. To better understand new developments, jump into the Court of Blades new activity. More than 20 bosses to defeat and 5 new weapons from the heretical arsenal to earn. There's also a new catalyst, Borrow Your Dad, so it's a perfect time to go on the exotic mission if you haven't, and then unfold some more forbidden secrets on the Dreadnought. So yeah. At the same time, we're celebrating Guardian Games event. Warlocks, Hunters, and Titans tell each other how much they love each other, blah blah blah. You guys can do Grandmasters, Nightfalls, and just get your new Guardian Games loot. There's a lot going on in Destiny 2. There's a lot more to come. Act 3 will be here in less than 3 weeks. There's new heavy metal PvP game mode coming after, and then it's time for Ride of the 9, a new event that brings a twist of fan favorite dungeons and their weapon rewards. Upgrading your Guardian Games class items, guys. In order for everyone to show how proud they are being a Hunter, Warlock, or Titan during the Guardian Games, wearing their respective Guardian Games cloak, bond, or mark is a requirement for the next 3 weeks. It's beautiful and it's totally worth it, but it also means not using the trusty Artifice class items that adds just the right extra points. Blah blah blah. Update Artifice armor. Another PvP tuning. Over the last few weeks, we've been watching and engaging with combat and Crucible, taking some notes. We've recently taken a pass on Bolt Charge due to the higher damage than intended in PvP. Update with release changes to Redridge Ostock, lightweight pulse rifles on the prowl, smoke effects. We already shared our info on the social media channels. So yeah, snap skating. Warlock snap skating is unintended movement technique that gives players some great advantages in map control and general movement during combat. While this can be enjoyable and fun to master, this presents some rough balance issues for PvP space, not just 3v3 modes, but 6v6 as well. Additionally, this is creating issues with readability of opponents mid-combat. Guardian bodies can become warped and stretched when skating, making it difficult to fight opponents mid-skate. In a future patch, we plan to address this. The closing time perk, some grant stats to the magazine is low, especially enhanced special weapons, blah blah blah. You guys can read through that. Hipfire exotics. Tommy's matchbook has become a frequent conversation among our online community, and rightly so. For so many years, this weapon has been a bit of a sleeper in terms of strength and baseline improved hipfire functionality. With decent changes to the Radiant Dance machines, we're seeing more hunters pulling this exotic out for some silly hipfire only builds, like we did with Deadman's Tale and Last Word. We're going to tune the interaction in 8.2.5.1 and have more details in the future TWAB. We're also re-enabling Deadman's Tale and the Last Word interact with Radiant Dance machines with a much more limited set of buffs that do not increase range but still provide them with the same amount of accuracy. increased accuracy. Radiant dance machines. Radiant dance machines have surged in popularity in the Crucible since the rework, but the increased usage has not been unilateral. In fact, we're nearly 3 times adoption on mouse and keyboard compared to controller. After the recent issue with the Lodestar hipfire precision aim being significantly higher on mouse and keyboard than controller, we dug deeper into the Radiant dance machine setup and realized that the same issue is present, albeit this significant less amount. We'll be normalizing the precision angle threshold bonus provided by the accuracy buff between controller and mouse and keyboard when using Radiant dance machines, and have also corrected the issue a few other places that could appear. For example, the legacy frame intrinsic Redrix S-Stock and BXR Battler. This will reduce the ease of getting critical hits when hip firing on mouse and keyboard when paired with one of those items. Should bring the effectiveness more in line with controller. Map lighting. Yeah, people were complaining about this in the last map, Solitude. Regarding lighting, we've been watching the conversation around our recent Trials of Osiris weekend featuring Solitude. There are a few spaces on the map, doors specifically, where players can feel blinded by exterior lighting or have difficulty identifying enemy barricades due to the warm lighting of the Mars. As such, the map won't be featured in Trials for a remainder of the episode. Dang. We're also looking for examples of other maps having rust spots where it can be hard to see. While we can't promise immediate action or changes, we're looking to get some bugs filed for the future opportunities to either tune the lighting or make some help combat in those spaces. We continue to monitor various PvP strategies, weapons, and PvP to provide additional details for future tuning fast as we can. Moving exclusive full screen. I want to share some news today about an update on coming to PC version of Destiny 2 codename Frontiers launches later this year. As guessed the title of the section, plans to remove exclusive full screen option favor of windowed full screen, which will be renamed full screen then. The windowed, borderless windowed option will stay as they are now. The reason for this change is simple. Our technology partners recommend this update as it offers performance that is good, if not better, than the traditional exclusive full screen option. It also allows faster alt-tap switching, which is important in many Destiny players' third-party tools websites to get better modern displays and features and stuff. The winners, guys, for your stuff, the Sundry Doctrine thing, go get your sweaters. Guardian Games Rushdown Roulette. Last week we announced the fun activity taking down the creators Rushdown Roulette, streaming across the blah blah blah. I don't know what this is about. I guess all these people are doing Rushdown Roulette. Shout out to them. New goodies in the Bungie store. Some new swag for you guys. Ooh, okay. That backpack though. Combat Women's History Month. Here's the new Celebrate Women's History Month with us. Happy Women's History Month. The Women at Bungie Inclusion, Diversity, Equality Association and celebrating the occasion with Empowered Voices emblem. We are excited to support Women in Games International nonprofit organization whose mission is to cultivate resources that advance economic equality and diversity in global games industry. In honor of the Women's History Month, everyone that makes a $10 donation to the Women in Games International through the Bungie Foundation campaign will earn an Empowered Voices emblem for Destiny 2 through March 31st, 2025. All net proceeds will go to Women Games Intentional. So you probably just got to go check your Flare collection once you get this emblem and put the code in and stuff, and Bungie rewards or whatever. Ready for the bounty for good? Here's a Bungie bounty, guys. Wait, the wait is finally on. Our first Bungie bounty for good of 2025 is happening next week. Join us, our Twitch channel, on March 19th, 10 a.m. PT, when we once again will be hopping into the Crucible, taking on challengers, raising money for a good cause. This month we'll be supporting Women in Games International. Join us and a couple of Bungie folks who support Bungie Foundation as the new community events manager. Those who help us win matches in Crucible or fairly defeat us will earn the bounty of good emblem. So yeah, guys, that's your TWAB. Here's some issues, technical issues that they need to fix or whatever. Guardian Games Artist of the Week. There goes Flawless. Okay. That is it, guys. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, that's going to cover everything for this week in Destiny 2, March 13th, 2025. Have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.